Hey everyone, it's me, Joy, the Gastric Sleeve Coach, and today we're going to talk about meal planning, gastric sleeve style, which is a lot like meal planning regular person style. Um, but it is important to plan ahead for the week. We're going to talk about very tactical today, weekly planning, daily planning, a few meal ideas. You know, I'm not a big recipe person, but some ideas, and then what you can do to help set yourself up for success. So, hi Megan. First of all, if you can find a time every week that you can consistently, like on Sunday is a good time for me, go through what you're doing this week and kind of make a rough plan and make your shopping list. I actually like to get the staples that I like a lot, and I know you guys get tired of me hearing me talk about the foods I like a lot. It's a lot of nuts and cheese and deli meats, but I plan for my lunches also whenever I'm grocery shopping. You know what dinners are your go-to dinners. If you're running out of the ingredients for that, write it down. Even if you don't exactly plan on making it this week, hey, Pam, it's going to help for you to have your easy meals, your go-to meals, stuff available for a day that doesn't go as planned, so that you're setting yourself up to always have something good to make that you feel good about the choice that you're making too. So plan for a week, make your dinner menu and all of the ingredients that you need for it and whatever you're going to have for breakfast, lunch, snack, and go to the grocery store. Obviously, we all do that quite a bit. But then I'm going to tell you, in addition to that, my next step after having the things that I need in the house to make meals with is to set daily intentions for myself. So I do have a weekly plan, but it's not real rigid. I have older kids, I have little kids, I have work, I have a spouse, and I know you all have that too. So what I think that next Thursday is going to look like today may not turn out to be, on Wednesday my kid tells me, oh, I had this to do and we need to do this, and so Thursday's plan changes. So it's really helpful if it's for Thursday. On Wednesday evening, I'm like, okay, what all do we have going on? When am I going to be home? What time am I going to be doing this or that? And make a plan for tomorrow. And that's why I said having staples in the house is really good, because if that plan needs to change, if I was going to try a brand new recipe and I have to chop up 100 things and I hadn't done it yet, and I know I'm not going to have time for that, then I can modify my plan. Okay, tomorrow we're super busy. I need to make this really easy chili where I just have to brown hamburger meat and throw some stuff into it. And I already have hamburger meat and the stuff for chili because that's stuff I keep on hand. And so setting daily intentions, I think, is one of the number one things you can do. Don't try to plan a whole week and then when it gets derailed, you're off plan and don't know what you're going to do and order a pizza. Every night, set an intention for the next day, and you're going to have a better chance of following through with it. So a weekly shopping, daily intentions, and now let's go to meal ideas. I think a lot of you, when you ask for meal planning help, are also asking for meal ideas. And I'm going to focus on dinners because I've told you guys a million times over what I eat. I eat cheese and nuts and deli meats and eggs and bacon for breakfast and lunch. But dinner, you are feeding your family usually. And I know for a lot of you, you have young kids, you have a spouse that aren't low-carb lovers. They want to eat pasta and that sort of thing. And so I have, a normal-ish family too, just like you all. And I have learned to just modify it for myself. Now, their diet has changed some. I don't keep pop in the house, and I don't keep candy and stuff in the house. But I do make potatoes with dinner. I do make rice with dinner. I do make casseroles. My daughter's on. Hi, sis. And so I just modify how I'm eating in light of that. So how this might look for you. I want it to be really applicable that you can use it. If I make a homemade lasagna, I have enough meat sauce in there. The store-bought ones, maybe not so good on the meat sauce to pasta ratio. But if I make a homemade lasagna, I make a salad and green beans with it most often, and I eat around the noodles. I mean, I may eat a couple of bites of them, but I like the cheese and the meat sauce with my salad and green beans. So I still make lasagna for my family, and then I just modify what I'm eating. Even my kids, Melissa can tell you, they really love chicken strips. And those are breaded. I will have a chicken strip, but I will avoid the potatoes. I'll eat whatever other vegetable that I've made with it. And so that is a little bit, but I'm telling y'all for real life, you know, I'm not perfect, and I do have some breaded things sometimes and stuff like that. But I try to really balance it and feed my family stuff that's good for them. So we don't have chicken strips that often because it's fried. But when we do, or when we have family dinner, I take all of that into consideration, and I make a good plan, and I make choices that I feel comfortable with, so that I'm never losing my power over food. I know the choice I'm going to make, and I reflect the rest of my day of food choices of what I'm going to make. So you still can make casseroles and stuff. Some of them are harder and more carby, and you might need to modify them. But some of them you can eat around for your own self. So I don't know if I gave y'all very many actual meal ideas. I am married to a Hispanic man, and I really like Hispanic food, and I do not cook as good as his mom, but I can make a lot of dishes, carne asada, fajitas, different types of tacos, and just eat them without the tortilla. And then I enjoy it, and everybody enjoys it, and I make him make the rice. And I'll make, another quick tip. Instead of making, my mother-in-law boils beans, and it does taste better, okay? But I buy canned pinto beans and then refry them myself, or, you know, heat them up and mash them myself, and that saves a lot of time. Which does bring me to my next topic, making things simple and prepping ahead. So I know if you are on a budget and trying to save money, a whole head of cabbage is cheaper than the already chopped up stuff. But if you're going to buy the head of cabbage and leave it in your fridge till it rots and throw it away, then you really haven't saved much money. If you buy the pre-shredded cabbage, then you have a side dish that is completely ready to go when you get home. You can make a coleslaw out of it. I'm looking at my fridge. You can make coleslaw out of it. My family really likes to just have shredded cabbage with lime and salt on it. That's really good. That's a good low-carb side dish that you don't even have to cook. So I would say getting chopped up vegetables when you can, when you know you're going to use them, is a good prep tip. Also, I like to make roasts and things that go in the oven for several hours and that sort of thing. Sometimes I will prep that in the morning. I'll put it in the casserole dish, and I'll put foil on it, and I use a Sharpie on my foil, and I put 250 degrees, put it in at noon, because I can't be home at lunchtime all the time, which I'm here right now. But if I'm having a busy day, and my husband comes home for lunch every day, then I'll text him to remind him to. And then the directions are on top of the casserole, literally written on top of the foil, for what to do with it, so that it's hot and cooked and nice and tender whenever I get home. Because at the end of the day is not my best time. If I leave it to the end of the day to think about what I'm going to make and to get ready for it, that is when I'm derailed. So morning times are pretty good for me. I'll think about it, and if I have time in the morning, I will chop up some vegetables then, or I'll get the casserole ready then, or I'll throw something in the crock pot and put the crock pot thing in the fridge, because if I leave at 6 a.m. and I'm not getting home till 6 p.m., I don't want it cooking for 12 hours. So I'll throw it in the fridge and, again, text my husband, hey, get that crock pot out and turn it on. So different things like that to help you set yourself up for success. So I've talked a lot. My main takeaways are: make a shopping list that has things that you know that you will eat, so that you have it here, have it at your house available for whenever you are short on time. Make meals that your family will enjoy, that you can modify for your own self to save you and them. I know that's one of the biggest struggles. If you can make decently healthy meals for your family, and then you eat what if that is a good choice for you, then everybody, it's a win-win for everyone. And then prep as much as you can on the weekends. Set yourself up for success by looking at what am I doing tomorrow and what can I succeed at in getting on the table for my family and having enough time to do it. And just set a daily intention. Don't try to make a month or a week-long plan if you can't follow through with that. Just what's tomorrow look like, and how can I succeed tomorrow? You guys have any questions? I hope I was helpful to somebody. I know it's some things that, you know, a lot of us have done routinely, but it really helps to remember to just plan for tomorrow, set yourself up for success, and ask your family for help. Text your husband, put the roast in the oven. Ooh, I like carnitas too. I really like Mexican food. All right, guys. That's all I have for you today. You know what? Why don't I throw my carnita recipe in the comments? They are yummy, and they go in the crock pot, so they could cook all day while you're at work. All right. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later.